Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Okay, here we are. We are back in business after a couple weeks break. I was privileged to be in Eretz Yisrael in the Holy Land doing some really important work. And now I am back and I am excited to continue our learning. We please continue davening for Chayalei Tzvah Ganei Yisrael, for Shlomo Chal P'tuei Yisrael, and we still continue to daven for the return of Ran Gvili L'Kvuras Yisrael. And we learn each day L'ilui Nishmat Seren Daniel Shemin Harav Doron V'Shel Yishem Kim Damo. And it's kind of like rattles off the tongue, but I had the privilege also to take people to visit the kever, the grave of Daniel Perez, Hashem Kim Damo, considered a holy place for me. And our learning, again, should always go L'ilui Nishmat. So we'll begin a new chapter, Tefillas Tashlumin, Seder Hashlamas Tefillah She'nishkacha. Shachach onenas v'leispal tefillah. If a person forgot or for whatever reason was unable to recite one of the tefillos, so then alav lahashlim la'achar tefillah haba. So then you can make it up in the next tefillah coming up. So what does that mean? So shachach lispalel shachris yashlimen achar tefillas mincha. If a person forgot to daven shachris, then you can make up the Shemoeh Esreh after mincha. Tchila yispal mincha. First you daven mincha. Ve'achar hakadosh achar yispal shuv tefillas hamidah l'tashlumi tefillah shachris. And as soon as the last kaddish is recited after mincha, then you could do a make-up tefillah tashlumin for shachris. If a person, let's say, says Shemoeh Esreh and then wants to repeat Shemoeh Esreh while the shatz is saying the repetition, you're allowed. But you have to at least make a separation between the mincha Shemoeh Esreh and the makeup one, even though you do it with chazaras hashatz, at least the time it would take you to walk Dalet Amos, which is a few moments. Shachach lispala mincha. If a person forgot to say mincha, yashlimena achar tefillas arvis, then you can make it up after Maariv. So achar kaddish achron yispal shul tefillas hamidah l'tashlumi mincha. So after the last kaddish of Maariv, then you make up the Shemoeh Esreh of mincha that you missed. Shachach lihispal arvis yashlimena achar tefillas shachris. If you forgot to daven Maariv, then you can make it up in Shachris the next day. You could either say Shemoeh Esreh, the makeup during the repetition together with the shatz, or if you want, you can wait till after the final kaddish of Shachris, and then you say the makeup Shemoeh Esreh. And the note here, a very long question about whether or not you can make up Tashlumin with just listening to Chazaras Hashatz, but that's a little beyond our scope. So if a person forgot and he didn't say his makeup tefillah, so you forgot a tefillah and you forgot the makeup tefillah, and you get there and it's very close to the tefillah sachova, the one that you're supposed to say, so you could say it throughout the duration of the time frame of that particular davening. So let's see the example. Kolomar. So let's say you forgot mincha. And you didn't say it, you didn't do the makeup right after Maariv. So you could do the makeup b'di'evet until midnight, halachak midnight, because this is the ideal time for davening Maariv. And some say that even b'di'evet you could make it up and do the tashlumin all the way up until Amor HaShachar, until daybreak. And if let's say you forgot Maariv and you have to do the makeup the next day, then you could do the makeup after Shachris until 4 halachic hours of the day. And if you forgot Shachris and you didn't do the makeup tefillah after Mincha, you could do so up until sunset. You shouldn't wait until the last possible moment. But as soon as you remember that you didn't do the makeup tefillah, you should daven right away. Because we don't want to have an extended period from the time of the obligatory tefillah and the one that is being made up. Let's say a person is eating, and then you realize, I have to make up the tefillah that I didn't do. So then you should do the tashlumin right away, stop eating, and do so right away. tzarich lahakbid shetfilas hashlama tia achar tfilas sechova. And you have to make sure also that the makeup is the one that comes after the obligatory. So the one that's in front of you now, that comes first. Aval miskaven lispalas hatfila rishona k'tashlumin, v'sashniel tfilas chova lo yotzer tfila b'tfilas harishona l'shem tashlumin, v'alav lachzol lispal b'shlishis l'shem tashlumin. So if let's say you thought that your first one that you're davening is the tashlumin, is the makeup, then you're not yotzei either. So you'd actually have to do it a third time. So l'mashal, im shochach lispala mincha shel Shabbos. If a person forgot to daven mincha on Shabbos, uve'arve shel motzoi Shabbos, b'tfilas harishona lo omer es nizach avdala atachon antanu. So then when you went to daven Mariv, and in that Shemoeh Esreh, you thought you're doing the makeup first. And you didn't say Atachon Antanu. And you did because you're thinking that you're making up for Mincha. Uvishniya Amar Atachon Antanu, and then in the second one you said Atachon Antanu. Olav Lachsol Yispal Shul V'Tashlumin Mincha. You still have to do a makeup for Mincha. Avalim Tov V'Shachach Loma Barishon Atachon Antanu. V'Nizker B'Shniya V'Amra. But if, let's say, you made a mistake, and you forgot to say Atachon Antanu in the first Shemoeh Esreh, and you remembered in the second Shemoeh Esreh, and you said it, Kivin Sheskavim B'Rishon L'Shem Arvis B'Shnei L'Shem Tashlumin Yatsa. Then in that instance, it's not like you had the intention in the first Shemoeh Esreh to do it as a Tashlumin. You just made a mistake, and you did have the intention to do the proper Shemoeh Esreh. You just forgot to say Atachon Antanu, and the second one you had the intention to say Tashlumin. Then you're still Yotze. It's rather confusing, but we'll see as we go on. Obviously, the question that's going to come up is when, let's say, I forgot a Friday afternoon, and I'm doing Friday night Tashlumin, which Shemoeh Esreh do I say? Can you say a weekday Shemoeh Esreh on Shabbos, vice versa, these types of things? So we'll get into these questions, but certainly it's very good to get back into the mix. So thank you so much for joining us as we continue learning Nishmas. As I mentioned at the outcome, but please continue davening for Chayei Tzvagan Yisrael, for Israel, and the return of Ron Gila, the Kuras Yisrael. I was hoping I wouldn't have to say that by the time I got back, but alas, here we are. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.